Good morning students. In this video I will derive refractive index through a prism, or you can say refraction through a prism. So first you see the figure. This is equilateral triangular prism ABC, which AB surface AB and AC are the refracting surface. BC is the base of this prism. Light ray PQ incident at point on the surface AB, and it moves from rarer to denser, then it will bend towards the normal. So this is normal here, this is normal. So when the light rays moves from rarer to denser, this refracted rays, this is refracted rays, it bends towards normal. And when this light rays, refracted rays, again incident at the refracting surface AC, this is refracting surface AC, and you draw the normal at this surface here. So this refracted rays moves away from the normal. So this is the emergent ray, this is emergent ray, this is incident ray, and this is refracted rays. This angle is I, this angle is I. So whole this angle will be I, that is angle MQN equal to I, and angle NQ R1 equal to angle NQ R equal to R1. So angle MQ R equal to I minus R1. So here angle MQR equal to I, because this angle and this angle is vertical opposite angles. So angle MQR equal to I minus R1, and angle MRQ equal to angle MRQ equal to E minus R2, because all this angle is equal to all this angle. This is R2, so this angle equal to E minus R2, and this angle equal to I minus R1. Now to derive this formula in quadrilateral AQNR, in quadrilateral AQNR, angle A plus angle N, A plus angle N equal to 180 degree. Again in triangle QNR, in triangle QNR, R1 plus R2 plus angle N is equal to 180 degree. This is second equation. From equation first and second, from equation 1 and 2, both in equation first angle A plus angle N equal to 180 degree, and in equation 2 R1 plus R2 plus N equal to 180 degree. So therefore A plus N is equal to R1 plus R2 plus angle N this angle n will be cancelled from both sides. So R1 plus R2, R1 plus R2 equal to A. This is equation third. Now when light rays PQ extends in forward direction up to PM and light rays are as extended in backward direction, so the angle made by this incident ray and emergent ray, this is angle of deviation. It is denoted by delta. So and delta will be the exterior angle of MQR. Here from figure delta be the exterior angle or triangle MQR. So delta equal to sum of the interior opposite angle. So sum of interior opposite angle in this figure, this angle MQR is equal to I minus R1. This is I minus R1 plus this angle, all this is E, all this angle is E, this is all this is E. So this angle equal to this angle, this is E minus R2. This is equal to this delta equal to I plus E minus R1 plus R2. From equation third, using equation third, R1 plus R2 equal to A, delta equal to I plus E minus R1 plus R2. Since R1 plus R2 equal to A, therefore delta equal to I plus E minus A, or I plus E equal to A plus delta. This is equation 4. Now with the help of graph, here we have plotted the graph between angle of incidence versus angle of deviation. And it is also called the ID curve graph. With the help of graph, when I equal to E, here when I equal to E, when angle of incidence and angle of emergent will be equal, in this condition R1 equal to at I equal to E, so R1 equal to R2, say R, and delta is equal to delta M. This delta M is called angle of minimum deviation, which is made by incident ray and emergent ray. So from equation third, now from equation third, R1 plus R2 equal to A, and here since R1 equal to R2 equal to R, therefore 2R equal to A, R equal to A by 2. Now from equation 4, I plus E equal to A plus delta M, A plus delta, since I equal to E, so delta equal to delta M, so therefore I plus I equal to A plus delta M, A plus delta M. So 2I equal to A plus delta M, or I equal to A plus delta M by 2. Now, the refractive index of prism means of denser medium with respect to air, that is the refractive index n21 equal to, by Snell's law, sin I upon sin R. Now you put the value of I and R, and this n21 equal to n2 by n1 equal to sin I is a plus delta m by 2, a plus delta m by 2 whole upon r equal to sin a by 2. Already you got the value, so this is sin a by 2. Since n1 is the refractive index in air, so n1 is 1 and n2 is the refractive index of prism, so n2 equal to n. Therefore n equal to sin a plus delta m by 2 whole upon sin a by 2. With the help of this formula, we can calculate the refractive index of prism. N equal to sin a plus delta em by 2 upon sin a by 2 Again, if the prism is very thin, if prism is very thin, so sin I is I, and sin R equal to R. Therefore n equal to a plus delta m by 2 whole upon, therefore n equal to a plus delta m upon 2 whole upon a by 2. This 2 is cancelled from numerator and denominator parts. Now n equal to a plus delta m upon a, or delta m equal to n minus 1 a. This formula can be used for minimum deviation. So from this formula, it is clear that the angle of minimum deviation directly proportional to refractive index of prism, and it is also directly proportional to angle of vertex of prism. So delta m is directly proportional to refractive index, and delta m is also directly proportional to a. This formula can be used in case of why does the violet colors most deviated towards the base of prism than red colors when white light pass through the prism. So the refractive index of violet color is very large, so it will be most deviate towards the base of prism with the help of this formula. Now you see the homework. The questions, 2 questions are given as a homework. You will do this question in your copy. Hope you understood this topic. Thank you.